G'day folks, welcome back to the House of Hope and our playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Hope you guys are doing well. Goodness me, we got ourselves into a terrible situation here. I mean, I don't know what I was really expecting. I mean, this was bound to happen. We did steal some stuff. And now, everyone is just against us. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to power through. There are these hell spheres, which I don't exactly know, you know, whether or not we could avoid them, or whether or not, you know, dealing with these guys are unavoidable. But, I mean, we've faced a couple already. We know how to handle them, and I think we just need to power through. So, I'm trying to get myself all the way over here, and then I'm going to do a bit of a cross through the feast hall back to the archive to pick up the hammer, and then we'll go to the prison. And I've been umming and ahhing about whether or not I should just use the front entrance of the prison, or if I should go out to the secret pathway to try and get into the prison there. I think I'm gonna do the latter, to be honest, just to see if I can do a little bit of exploring and perhaps maybe give us a bit of an edge by not going through the front door. But anyway, let's continue this way. And yeah, these guys are pretty much hostile now, so yeah, let's...
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Finish them off. Vengeful Maragon. Sure. Doesn't have a lot of HP, so I don't think this is going to be too difficult for us to deal with. Oh. Yep. Not difficult at all. Let's just wait for all of that to disappear. And
With haste.
Press forward. Just trying to identify where the enemies are. So we should be able to deal with them. Can we get a repeat? Nice.
Alright, time to skulk about. Moving in.
Still don't know what the outer portals room does exactly. Oh, the Baldur's Gate one has changed slightly. Oh no, okay, it's still there. Yeah, well, I don't really know what to do in that room, and whether or not there's anything significant just yet.
No traps, please.
Oh, okay. Quite a few of them are here. I don't see that Skelly anywhere, the one that was sort of tending to the feast hall. Can I? Yes, I can, in fact, get these guys from afar, and I think it makes sense to use one of our arrows of many targets. Hopefully we can maybe even kill off a few, well, not even kill off a few of them, but transform some of them. Okay, okay. Not all of them have transformed, but that's okay. Now that blue is in the fight already, just throw that in there, and let's do another. Okay. Gale.
Rather stand tall.
Can you get a decent spell off without being discovered? This seems pretty good to me. Oh, actually, no. Oh, no. Oh, well, he's still going next anyway, so that's good. Useful. Alright. Not a bad move. Quick spell flinger. Bone chill. I think we might want to save that for a little bit later. So this elemental is still pretty sneaky beaky, but I don't think we'll be able to do too much. If we kill the debtor, it'll transform into something else. Apply burning in the area. That's probably not the best.
Staying out of sight. Not one false move.
Just wondering if I can get this guy transformed. And then we do that. We get in there with, say, goading attack.
This is your end.
Oh, almost dead. Good. Let's pull back a little bit.
Be true. My faith protects
Shadow
me.
Heart. I think we could do a spell. Ooh, why are we taking damage there? I'm not understanding. Redirected. Oh yes, that's right. That's right. So I remember reading something in the previous episode to say that any radiant damage is reflected back like 2 or 3-fold. So yeah, that's a lot of damage actually, come to think of it. I mean, we did manage to get the kill, so that's decent. Let's pull back. I think we can come in here and do a multi-attack. Pull back out. And Ursa, in all of this, Ursa hasn't joined. I think we can maybe do a couple of attacks here. If we're lucky, we might even get a kill. Alright, so... Okay, not so lucky. And we can't take our next action just yet.
Blood comes easy these days.
Swift and lethal.
A tale for the ages.
Can't give up. Not now.
Flame Feeble. Affected entity is vulnerable to fire damage. What was that? Rush. Okay, gains fire damage. I guess all of these vengeful boars and perhaps maybe the vengeful Maragon, they're like burning. And hang on. This creature's weapon will ignite at the start of its turns, dealing an additional 1 to 4 damage. Yeah, maybe that's what's burning all of us. Well, it's a bit unfortunate. I would have liked to use the weapon, but we don't have the benefit now. I don't need to disengage, I don't think. I'll just leave her there.
Should we get started?
Yes,
Good.
I don't fancy their chances. All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could
I mean, there's probably no reason why we shouldn't go back to Raphael's boudoir just to do some more healing, right? We do need everyone present. Though, the water elemental we may need to dismiss. Or maybe just summon a new one.
Ah, excellent choice.
I'm just trying to figure out if there's a better elemental that we could be using that might have a element that is not currently resisted, but like an element that the enemies are currently resisting regularly. I think maybe something like the air elemental would be good. I don't think there's any single one that has like force damage, is there? And I was sort of thinking maybe with Arcane Battery I could use that to just summon like a Myrmidon instead. Why not? And then I get to keep this, right, after the big heal that we all do. Ursa. Ursa needs to be resummoned. Alright. Enough of that. Let's get back out there Hopefully we've seen the last of the hell ball things. Those were the only real things that posed much danger. Yeah, I think we've destroyed absolutely everything here. Let's go for the Orphic Hammer. And I'm sort of curious to see what's going to happen here. I mean, I almost half feel like I could obliterate everything in the dungeon, in the prison area as well, before even picking up the Orphic Hammer. Is that even a thing?
There it is. The Orphic Hammer, right within reach. It appears to be protected by an energy field of some kind. But you're not familiar with this magic.
You know the words. Now speak them.
Yeah, we will. It is I, Raphael. Lower your defenses. Yeah, let's speak the magic words, why not? Give me my heart's desire.
The magic blinks away at your words.
Alright, Orphic Hammer. Can we examine this? I'm just curious. It is an actual weapon which can be used. That's kind of cool. Unshackling Strike. Smite the magical bonds, keeping a creature restrained, paralyzed, and stunned. Freeing it. Okay. So we will have to use it in some capacity. Let's take it. So I want to just have a look at the journal here. Deal with the devil. Unhappy if he finds us trespassing. Took the Orphic Hammer. Help Kithrak Voss. We retrieve the Orphic Hammer. Save Hope. We are working on that right now. And yeah, Lae'zel. Let's have a chat.
Yes, the hammer is ours. The means to Orpheus's release is in our hands. To the Undercity, Voss must hear of our victory. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will break Orpheus free. For now, keep focused. Raphael will come to take back his treasure. This is our chance to find out how much this devil bleeds.
I mean, if we have the chance of taking out Raphael in all of this, we may as well, right? Okay, so I was expecting something to trigger as soon as we picked up the hammer, so perhaps maybe I was being a little bit too cautious there. Yeah, time to enter the prison. I think this might be the right door for that. And I wonder if it's something that I should really be giving to someone who's strength-based. Where is that hammer? There. I could give it to Lae'zel, for instance, but I'll keep it on us for the time being.
You really went and did it, didn't you? The whole house is tumbling down and Raphael striding across the plains to come catch a mouse. Now swing that big, beautiful hammer, crack open my chains, and let's get out of here. It's time to fly this coop on a hope and a prayer.
So she seems a little bit unstable, but I mean, who wouldn't be after being in prison for so long? I'm just sort of second guessing myself now, considering, you know, a little bit of her behavior, but... Any advice when it comes to fighting Raphael?
Don't! But if you must, make sure I'm with you. He makes mistakes when he's angry, and seeing me running free will make him as angry as an axe head.
Okay. Let's do this.
You sound so brave, but we really don't have a choice.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are still sentries and all that here, so I suppose maybe Raphael might only show up once at least one of these things are broken down. Just trying to see the lay of the land here again, because there seems to be like a few sort of slivers of sections that we could explore. I don't know if there's much to be found, but anyway.
Alright, what now?
Let's focus up on just destroying these imps.
This calls for careful footwork. Carefully now.
Oh, we almost discovered... Oh! Yes, there's the spectator as well. I completely forgot about that. Anyway. Arrow of many targets might be a decent opener. Or I could go for smoke powder arrow. We don't have a lot of those. Let's do that. Oop. Okay, yeah. I don't want these guys healing, obviously. Do that.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Oh, did I accidentally shoot that? Possibly. Don't have enough actions. Okay.
Surprised you spotted me.
Target's too far. Gonna need to try and jump in there. Would have been a bit better if there were more targets, but I might keep that. We do still have another batch of arcane battery thanks to the heal that we did. Since it's a single target, maybe this is better. Are we gonna get it? I think we are, or... Oh no! Don't tell me. Oh man. That's really, really bad. Okay. Yeah, that's a shame.
Stay out of sight.
Petrified debtor. Are we able to... Yeah, okay, we can. Let's do that. That brings Blue and Lae'zel into the fight. Can I hit that? Yes, I can. Okay. Yeah, trying to chip away at this thing.
Time to strike.
We really need to be able to just, like, do heaps more damage. Let's do that. Getting close. Okay.
I'm ready. Need to press onward.
These guys still have the same benefit that the others had above us, right? Like, they all have the... yeah, fleeting protection. I wonder if this one does as well. Oh no, it doesn't actually. So I could perhaps maybe just hurl a guiding bolt to finish it off. Very good.
Let's finish this. I will ascend.
Alright, let's pull back slightly, although these guys will probably still be able to reach. Yes, there's another spectator, and I am using a lot of my dies. And I'm feeling like perhaps maybe when Raphael gets back, we could be in a difficult position because we don't have the dies to use. But look, I mean, she still hits like a truck anyway. Alright, I don't know if this is going to be beneficial or not. We act as a bit of a distraction at the very least. Let's just move slightly. Kind of want to be able to jump in there at some point. Charm. Gale. A few targets. Perhaps maybe we can get quite a few of them in some kind of AoE spell. This is probably a good idea, old monster. If we can get it off, 85% chance.
On it.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Alright, let's pull back a little bit. Good. We may as well fly in here. And if these guys decide to move, obviously we could get the attack of opportunity off, maybe. Sight lines. There. Lightning damage? I think we can do lightning damage, although might affect our spiritual weapon. That's fine though. It's one down. I think I'll get Lae'zel to focus on the spectator. I don't need any of my dice, I don't think. Good. Ooh. One thing that I didn't consider is the chasm below, and how we could potentially fall if these guys push us off using Eldritch Blast. So that's, you know, a little bit of a worry. So if we can't use radiant damage, what should I be doing? And these guys are immune to fire. Oh, come to think of it, I've completely forgotten about the rest of our party. Electrified flail. One target only. Stunned. Nice. Yeah, let's try and get Ursa in the fight as well. And I think at this point, maybe we do something like a bless. And we could perhaps maybe apply it for multiple
Got to move.
combatants. Might move up slightly. Yeah. So we can do 3, but if I upcast this, we can do... Maybe I even go with 3. So we can get Bless on everyone here. Except for Lae'zel, that is. Yeah, that didn't seem like a bad move. Yeah, that was a bit scary.
In striking distance.
And it is so difficult to try and get the right angle. Myrmidon's gonna take some damage, but I think I'm okay with that. Oh. No. Well, at least we're not near the edge anymore. I'm happy with that. Let's finish him off. And we'll stay there. Yeah, that's good.
Time to strike.
Very nice. Good times. Alright. So, is that all of the enemies in this area, or should we be looking around first? I mean, I'll do a quick save. And maybe we'll have Blue just do a little bit of looting here. The spectators, I think they should drop some stuff, right? Burnished Ring. Paralyzing Ray. Okay, send that to camp.
One day I'll catch a break.
Then there are these debtors, which I think we can pickpocket them. I don't know if they've got anything worthwhile.
Can't risk being in open view.
No pocket to pick. Okay. Alright. I mean, if they're completely stoned, that would make sense. So one more spectator right here. I'll take that. Can we speak to her before we even begin? And also, another thing is, where should I place everyone if we're going to be fighting Orpheus? Orpheus? Sorry, Raphael. Very good question indeed. I feel like there is a big risk of people sort of falling to their deaths, and I don't know. I really want to try and avoid that. Is it wise to bunch people together? Don't know.
Ready and willing. To new horizons.
I almost feel like with Gale, would it be a good idea to keep him back, like over here for instance, and just, you know, make sure that, because he's the squishy one, make sure that he's not bunched together too much. The heavy hitters can sort of be in the front.
Let's get on with it.
Shadow Hearts.
Keep going.
Oh, these guys have some stuff. All of them, apparently. Okay, Gale, let's bring you all the way down. Rearranging folks can be a little bit difficult, in my opinion.
I have a lot on my mind.
Alright, let's have a chat.
Well,
Hammer is almost as sweet a sight as you are. Smash those chains!
Yeah.
Indolence breeds madness.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I'll get Blue to smash this one here and see what happens. That's one. I think I'm gonna need to navigate that way and then jump across.
Don't waste a step.
Here we go.
Free! I never thought I would be believed I could be hoped I might be. Heads will roll! But we must dress the Hollyphant in the room. I can see how you avoid looking at me. I must be so terribly mutilated after all these decades of torture. Don't hold back. Tell me how bad it is.
You look perfectly normal.
We both know that's not true, but thank you for being so kind.
No, you look fine. Seriously, there's nothing wrong with you, physically at least.
I hope that was a compliment. We'll carve our way to the entrance hall and chop Raphael into messes. That's the hopeful version, of course. The likely version is that we are the messes and he is the chopper. Onwards!
Okay, so the fight's not even happening in here. Interesting. Okay, so... Okay, she's just following us. And that's fine. So, I suppose the fight with Orpheus is going... Oh, I keep saying Orpheus. Raphael's going to happen as soon as we get back upstairs. And yeah, I'm sort of dreading what we're about to face. He seems sort of all-powerful, but I wonder if he's, you know, Blackith powerful. Remember how we tried to defy Blackith and that didn't really end up well for us. Guys, what is going on? Come on. Come on.
Looking ahead.
Is that everyone? I think so. Quick save. Let's get up there. Perhaps maybe we need to go to the portal entrance and maybe that's where the fight's going to happen. But I'm sort of glad that we've sort of cleared this area already, right? So there are no additional enemies to think about. Just whoever's going to turn up next. Oh, before we proceed, let me switch back to proper weapons, though. Where is the Knife of the Undermountain King? There. It's the Orphic Hammer, though. Something that I might give to Lae'zel just for the time being. I just want to see if this is, like, decent for her to use, or if we should keep Soulbreaker. I mean, Soulbreaker does a lot more damage, if you ask me. I think it makes sense for us to keep using that. Unshackling Strike. I mean, we didn't seem to have to use this skill to try and break Hope free, so... Yeah, I don't know what to think of whether or not we should be using the Orphic Hammer, but we'll keep going with Soulbreaker for the time being. And on that note, I might give it back to Blue in that case.
What to do?
Right.
Ready.
There are 3 things you need to know about Raphael. He's almost home now, closer than a kiss. His favorite color is blood. And he probably knows 1,000 ways to kill us. This is going to hurt.
Well, we shall find out what kind of hurt, what kind of pain. I mean, are we able to just waltz out of here? Yeah, there are these pillars that we did see, but... Or maybe as soon as we try to interact with this thing, Orpheus, Raphael is going to appear.
Slows for a moment, and the air becomes thicker. The master of the house is coming.
You. There are many things in your world that I loathe. Litters of kittens, chattering children, the noise and the chaos of it all. In my world, in my house, there is order and there is decorum. You came here uninvited and you stole from me. In doing so, you brought the chaos of your world into mine. I will not abide it.
Your house is in disarray. The guards couldn't stop me from freeing Hope.
Sister, oh sister, I've wept and I've cried, but all would be well if you were by my side.
Oh, Hope, you are such a piteous thing. All it takes is a crumb from the table and you forget the centuries of starvation. This insolence has earned you centuries more. Carilla, tell our unwelcome guest about your role in their tragic downfall.
I permitted you the freedom to decide your own fate. You could have been smart, selfless, saved the world. Instead, you came here and risked everything.
It's the fatal flaw of mortal kind. Take away their free will and they call you a tyrant. Allow them to indulge it and they become tyrants. You would have been heroes if you'd only dealt fairly with me. Instead, you're not so different to doomed Carsus, overreaching your limits and burning your world to ash.
Wrong, wrong, wrong! They will save their world and smash you to smithereens.
It's this charming naivety that makes your company such a joy to me, Hope. I'll even forgive this little rebellion once you're suitably chastised.
This isn't a rebellion. It's a revolt. I'm revolting!
Then Hope dies today. Commander, you can salvage a trophy from these insects when I'm done with them.
These insects struck me down beneath the Shadowlands. They are worthy opponents. Their skulls will make fine trophies.
Your gear. Yeah, I mean... I remember... doing Raphael's bidding, right? And that's why perhaps maybe your gear's here. So I'm thinking perhaps maybe if we didn't do that, maybe he wouldn't be an enemy in this particular fight. We could perhaps persuade him to join us. That'd be kind of interesting, but I don't know. Is that really what we want? I think we should finish them all off. That's just my thought. It'll probably make this fight a little harder though. Let's finish this.
If you have any last words, make it quick. It will only take a moment to finish you.
I kind of feel like I've been hoping to kill him ever since I met him, so...
Hope. It always burns you in the end, little mouse. Now, down comes the claw.
Okay. Ooh. 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 Ooh, okay, 24. Probably... 666. Okay, these are now activated, so... I'd be probably kind of curious to find out what these things do before we do anything else. Soul Pillar activator. Raphael can now consume souls from the Soul Pillar to spend on powerful spells. But it is susceptible to radiant damage and other methods of dispelling the gathered souls.
Hell has its laws. Hell.
Just listening to the soundtrack here, this battle music. Is that Raphael singing in the background? I think so. Or the actor who plays Raphael. Susceptible to radiant damage and other methods of dispelling the gathered souls. So, would I be wanting to use Shadowheart to try to destroy these pillars? Possibly. What about these guys? 100 HP each. That's pretty significant. So, now I remember who this person is. This is the person who did save us in the goblin camp, right? When we had Will imprisoned. We failed several checks. Yeah, Yrgir. Look, we've faced him before, but I think this is a tougher version of him. He's gonna cast some of those spells that make him disappear as well, right? Oh, we do have see invisibility on Gale, so I guess that won't work, provided Gale's nearby. And let's just take a look at the devil himself. Soul Pillar Proximity 4. Raphael is surrounded by 4 pillars, granting Raphael attacks and additional 4 to 48 fire damage and a 12 or plus 12 bonus to his dexterity checks and saving throws. Okay, Soul Reaper. When Raphael reduces an enemy's hit points to 0, he severs the soul from their body. With no soul to motivate it, the affected entity has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until Restore Soul is cast on a soul pillar or Raphael. What? I don't really understand the casting of Restore Soul, but all I understand is we do get a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. But I mean, if we're at 0, doesn't even matter, right? We're dead. Will he be susceptible to radiant damage? Possibly. I don't see it as a resistance, and I don't see that same buff that we had with the imps. Inevitable resolve. Effects that control or incapacitate creatures only last 1 turn against this being of pure infernal ambition. Protected by the blood of their fiendish ancestors, Cambions have a +2 bonus to their armor class. 28 dex. Jeez. Okay. So it's going to be harder to hit as well. I think we need to do something about these pillars, and that could be the priority. Aside from maybe just demolishing Corilla first off the bat.
Doomed, detected, and
Fleeting protection is on these guys, which makes me feel like I shouldn't be putting Spirit Guardians on, unless I use the necrotic version, which might be beneficial. Alright. I'm a little bit nervous about this fight, guys. And look, I don't know if it's been an hour, probably a little short, but I might take a break here before we even continue, and then we'll try to get through the fight in the next one. So, hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and do leave me some comments down below about suggestions on perhaps maybe how we could do better, or how I'm reading on all of the situations that we're in this fight in particular. But yeah, stay true as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.